Welcome to the podcast Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook, where we will discuss the latest and most relevant business strategies to help you do one thing extremely well: sell more homes. We'll discuss everything from business planning to lead generation and conversion to past client customer service and everything in between. Join us for authentic conversations and nuts and bolts takeaways you can implement into your business today. And now, Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Selling Real Estate with Kelly Cook. Kelly is in the house. And Kelly, is it a great day today?
It's a great day today. You know, Elizabeth, you got NFL playoffs. We're in the middle of that right now.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a big football fan. Obviously, you got Nick Saban retiring. I'm not an Alabama fan, so that's kind of cool. He can run off in the sunset with all his national championships, and hopefully the torch will be passed to someone besides Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like a team like another red team, like Nebraska. I'm just saying. I don't know.
I vote Nebraska as well.
We
Bring
might
back
be
the
a few years
90s.
off, let's say, right? But
Yeah.
you know, we can always dream. We can always dream. But no, it's a fantastic day. It's a newer year as well,
Yeah.
right? It's January, and listen, January has not been super busy for us so far. The market has picked up in Arizona, but in terms of closings, because of December being so, just unfortunately slow, and for us in terms of activity, it was a good closing month. January is not going to be super great. So I'll be transparent with you guys. Not every single month is rainbow and fluffy cats, right?
Mhm.
It is, it can be not so great. It's going to be one of those months. It's going to be a little bit challenging. But right now, February is already looking to be a fairly solid month because activities we're doing now, people are a lot more receptive to those phone calls because they believe that the market might start doing better this year. It's funny how that works. And so now all of a sudden people are jumping in. Matter of fact, we're seeing multiple offers for the first time in a long time on some properties already. So I think you're going to see this at least in
Increase.
Arizona. Yeah, you're going to
Yep.
see it increase
And
all the
I
way
think
through
I
May.
think in Arizona, it'll probably start, if it's already kind of starting in Arizona. As we know, a lot of the time, the rest of the country kind of follows the trend that's happening there. So that's good news for everybody. Kelly's starting to see it in Arizona. The market's kind of lifting back up. His team doing activities to lead to a really good February. So fantastic. So it is a great day. The future is bright.
Future is bright.
Yes. Well, today we are going to talk a little bit about something that Kelly threw out there that he wants to talk about. I'm not 100% sure what this means. So I don't really have much of an intro to it. Kelly, we're going to talk about seller leads and partial step one leads.
Yes.
I'm going to have you take the floor.
Okay, guys, this is a quick hitter. This is a good one though, because it's something that most people aren't going to take the time to do a video on, or maybe even they record a podcast on. But
Which is probably why I've never heard of it.
yeah, exactly. But because it's kind of like a little ninja trick, right? But on selling real estate, this podcast we're going to talk about it because it's important. And if you want to niche into this a little bit, it's a little bit of a niche. I think there's other people doing it too as well. But at the end of the day, it's not rocket science. It's just a little bit of something that most people don't think of, or they aren't even aware of, or they are both the A and B, but they don't want to do it because it takes a little more time and energy. All right. But that's where you can maybe niche into this a little bit for your business. But we'll see. I guess you'll decide after this podcast what you think about that. So what these are, these step one seller leads. Now, I shouldn't say every single, I don't know if to be true, but the vast majority of CRMs or websites that are lead capture website, like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, things that, software of that nature that you can buy at a monthly fee, or your CRM, like I said, potentially might have these type of landing pages or squeeze pages, they're otherwise known as. They might provide this information as well. When you run traffic, okay, paid ads on maybe Facebook, Instagram, or Google, as an example, or Bing, and you run those paid ads or that traffic, you have to run that traffic to some place, or you should. Now, I know there's some, with Facebook, you can do some things where it captures it internally, et cetera, but the majority of people run funnels to a landing page. So someone's on that ad, or they're on Google, let's say, they see an ad that they find attractive for what they're looking for. They click on it. What what happens? We all do this. We're redirected to a new page, a landing page. It's part of someone's funnel. When you get there, if you are running a home valuation ad. Now, the reason why we're getting so specific on this podcast is because when real estate agents, for example, are looking for sellers to help, they are typically running using the value of showing somebody what truly their market value, their house currently today is worth. Because a lot of the AVMs, the automated stuff online, can be off. In fact, there was a study just done with Zillow, and they broke it down per state of how often on a 5% basis off the true market value a Zillow is with this estimate, how often they are by 10% or more. And it's staggering. It's over 90% and bigger, like, whatnot, in terms of being off on those estimates. So those can be off as just one little place that we're talking about. There's other automated valuations as well, home bot, etc. But in this situation, you want a manual person look at it. I mean, I would want that if I was going to actually hang my hat on what my market value is. I want a human being to look at it who knows what they're doing. Okay. So you're going to run traffic. You're going to offer someone a market valuation for their property, and they click that ad. They go to your landing page that you have set out in your CRM or leadpages.com, or whatever you choose to use. Did you know that all of these, or most of these software companies or landing pages, sites, they will have the first step for that person to fill out is what? Their address. Yep. They fill their address out. And did you know that when you click on someone's now, you're going to be like, oh, I see it now, right? Did you know that at the bottom, there is no information for contact information to fill out? There's a big submit button. And when you hit that submit button, guess what happens? It takes you to a second page. And on the second page, you have the contact information so that they can get a hold of you and send the report to, etc. Well, the people who are interested in getting their value, but maybe not, they don't want anyone to call them or speak to somebody, they get that second page and they go, nah, I don't think so. And they leave the website. However, the address is recorded.
You can see the partial submissions.
The
Yes.
partial
Now I get it,
submission.
what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. Now, some people, let's be clear, some people who do the partial submission, wow, the submission. There we go. Get it out today, Kelly. They probably aren't that interested. They're just looky-loos, if you will, right? But there are a lot of people, I know for a fact, a lot of people that go there that maybe they're just more introverted. Maybe they just hate talking on the phone. Maybe they just had a bad experience with the salesperson before on something else in the past, so they don't want anyone badgering them, because surely that's what's going to happen, right? So when they get to the contact form, they panic and like, no, not doing that. They leave. But they really would like to value their house because maybe they really are looking to refinance or estate plan or possibly even sell. So then what you do is you download those partial leads, or you get a push notification if your system allows that to you, or an email that's saying that you have one. And then you take that lead, you would then have your trusty handy dandy skip tracing site that you pay a fee for every single month, or for free, maybe your title company, your escrow company will do it for you. That's not a bad option. And they do their search. They find the number and email, hopefully associated with that property address. And then you can call them and offer your services, because you're never going to be the salesperson that's going to badger somebody. You're going to offer a professional service to them. If they say no, fair enough. They don't have to worry about you badgering them ever again. But like anything else, when you call enough people regarding this type of form of page one submission, you're going to find some people that actually do want to sell, because they truly do want their accurate home value. And those people, their information is nowhere else, because if they said no thanks to submit their information on your form, they're probably doing the same to everyone else's. So you have no competition, but yet a fraction of those people will want to actually be helped. They just want a true professional and not a sleazy salesperson. And that's where you come in as a amazing real estate professional to offer that true professional service that they're looking for, and not being just someone who's looking to get a transaction done. So there you go. Hack of the day when it comes to real estate.
Okay. I just want to go back because I was like, I don't know what you're meaning by partial, leads. I do know exactly what you're talking about now, because at my company, we help put together some landing pages on a platform called Paperform. And yeah, exactly. You can go in, download all of those partial submissions. So fantastic. One question I do have for you, Kelly, though, in these circumstances, when you're reaching out to them, how do you start off that conversation? Like, do you say, hey, I see you submitted because, I guess really they didn't go all the way to put in their contact information. Like what's kind of, how do you make that phone call essentially? What's your script?
Yeah. Hey, I just call them up and say, hey, my name's Kelly Cook. I'm a local realtor in your area. And I saw that you put in the information of 123 East Main Street onto one of my several websites. And because I'm a local realtor, I'm always very, very interested in finding out why certain people are looking for their home valuation. And I noticed I somehow missed capturing or getting an accurate phone number or an email from you. And so I have no way of getting this information to you. What is the best email address I can send this report to after I finish it up?
Okay. All right, there you go. So you don't want to lie like, "Oh, I was just reaching out. I don't know,
Yeah.
like I don't know how I got your information," right? But come being helpful, right? Like, "Hey, I see that you wanted this. I really want to get this to you," right? So, it kind of
And
takes
for some
that,
reason, I just didn't,
yeah,
I didn't get
to play dumb a
your,
little bit.
yeah. I don't know what happened exactly, but
It was a
I'm here.
glitch. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd love to
Huh,
get it to you. And then if they feel comfortable with how you're speaking, because you're speaking with confidence and you sound like
right.
you, or you seem to know like you know what you're talking about, then they will feel confident most of the time to say, sure, you're on the phone already. I already picked the phone up. I'm talking to you.
Yep.
I already wasted my 30 seconds. So yeah, here you go. It's jane@gmail.com. You know?
And then potentially even, yeah, start that conversation further from there. So,
Mhm.
okay, great. Well, don't discount those partial submissions because a lot of people probably right now, Kelly, are not even looking at that because, like I said, we use one type. I know that most of them are not. When somebody submits it, emails to you, it notifies you immediately. A lot of the time, it doesn't for those partials. So you got to
Yep,
go in and actually pull that information. So that's
that's
a
right.
good tip. I love that. So fantastic. Well, this was kind of a quick hitter today, guys, but like Kelly said, important. I think that really does give you kind of that advantage that not a lot of people have. So go ahead, look at those partial submissions. And Kelly, if anybody has any questions for you about this, any other topic that we've covered here, leads, systems, investments, taxes. I think we've talked quite a bit about taxes in the past.
Mhm.
Um, anything like that, or a suggestion for what you want us to talk about, where can they reach you, Kelly?
I love that last one, especially. Yeah, just go ahead and text me or call me 480-227-2028 or on Instagram. Check us out at Kelly Cook Homes.
And as always, if you're looking to build a real estate team sometime in the future, maybe this year, maybe it's your year, go to buildyourrealestateteam.com, download the plans there, kind of the modules on how to do that. And
All
other
right.
than that, we will see you all next week.
See you,
Bye, Kelly.
Elizabeth.